Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Give your patience, guys. Well, I got things all set up there. I know I took extra long to do the programming stream as well. What the hell is this all on my fight stick? What the fuck? What the hell? Why is there so kind of weird on my fight stick? Gross. Sorry for the wait, guys. Yo, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Welcome back to Street Fighter 4 Ultra. I think it's actually technically Ultra Street Fighter 4 Action. My name is David. Let's go to multiplayer battle, I guess. I guess. Thank you for the little reminder there. Endless battle. Create match. All the private slots. I don't know these dudes. Ooh, the Mortal Kombat? What the fuck? Match settings? I don't know. I want to invite. Who's playing? Deadass. WAWR-PATH. Must be Brian left. Okay. I don't think I can skip you. There's no way to skip. Deadass. I can kick you. Okay. Oh, so cold. My feet are cold. I can't put any socks on. I'm scared about this thing on my foot. Have you seen Fody Parry Deco Super? I have, yeah. The edit is godlike. No, I don't think I've seen that edit. I saw the original version of it. Yeah, I gotta get people's clips in the break screen. I gotta update all people's clips aside from mine. Even mine, too. Mine are getting pretty behind. I got a bunch of new ones for KD Alpha, too.
Who will emerge a champion? Fight! With that, the fight is officially underway. All set to do anything can happen now. Could turn it all around. Ain't over till it's over.
So much recovery.
Fantastic combo.
No EX at all. I was all supposed to be EXs. Hello, Lesson Zero. I've been playing this game for like 2 weeks now.
Let's keep it up. Fight! With that, the fight is underway. I hope you're ready. One rush. And over till it's over. I hope you're ready.
Oh, no uppercut. Fuck, dude. Okay, Brian, let's look at the fundamentals here.
You wins.
So a lot like a 3D fighting game, Brian. This is all about spacing, whiff punishing, but whiff punishing in this game it requires much faster reactions than whiff punishing in Tekken. So you're gonna have to find that basically you as a beginner you're gonna be not so much whiff punishing so much as counter poking in this game.
Take it to the top.
As a beginner. So let's find out what your good pokes are, basically. Find out what your good pokes are. Not unlike Tekken, right?
East Asia, crowded downtown. The stage of battle is set.
The stage of battle is set. The answer lies in the heart of battle. Boy, so long. Yahoo!
Are you
Oh,
ready?
there we go.
Fight! How long does this go on?
There you go. Nice. Good movement.
Fight is underway. Which of these two challenges will walk away?
Oh yeah, so you crouch block in 2D fighters. I'm not sure you're aware of that. It's the opposite of 3D fighters. So you basically hold down back. If you want to block, you do this.
I'm almost ready to call this one. Will the tide of battle turn?
Not bad.
How long will this go on? This fight will determine who is the strongest once and for all. After all, anything can happen now.
So this game batches are invincible. It's still crazy when you as a 3S player.
Onward till it's over.
Nice. Sick! Okay, nice little combo there.
This fighter.
Oh, nice. Got a good sense of how to use an agent looks like. Wow, it's your first time? That's sick. Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Welcome back, Deadass.
Ryu wins. The craziest and wildest fighters have assembled from around the world to join the
Let's
fight. But only one is
the
declared
suits.
the best.
He seems fun. Yeah, he seems like since he's so fast in his movement, I feel like it's gonna be a good fit for Tekken 3 Brian Lab. Because he's a Tekken player, he has to move really fast.
Jurassic Era Research Facility. Your destiny will be determined here. It's the battle of the century. Fight! And there's the first hit. What's next? This bout will determine who is the strongest once the pain.
Jurassic Park shit? What the fuck?
And the battle continues. Fight! The first hit has been scored. The fight is underway. Which of these two challenges will walk away as champion? I'm almost ready to call this one.
God damn! What the fuck is with this stage, dude? Jesus! Just going ham back there. Okay.
It's survival of the fittest
On a global scale.
Who among the challengers will make it to the top?
Gonna go with Ken, okay. I think what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna block a little bit more so my man can feel his buttons out a little bit. This is his first time playing, like literally. So then we're gonna kind of let him get a sense for like space.
South America.
I'm gonna try and like move. I'm gonna move back and forth and we're gonna get a feel for space together.
Are you ready? Fight!
Nice cancel.
This is over that. The fight is officially underway.
Nice. Nice.
Anything can happen now.
Okay, good. Good shit. Very good pressure. A little bit slow on the punish there. Yeah, so you block, if I jump at you, you stand block, right? If I jump at you, you stand block, and then if anything else is happening, basically you crouch block. So usually what you do is you'll stand block, then crouch block the rest of my string.
Pick up the pace.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like that.
This is the one we've been waiting for.
There you go.
The ultimate battle for supremacy has begun. Closely, it's now.
Nice anti-ers.
Looks like we can expect more.
Oh, that's a combo, right? You don't block the first one.
Is it the end? Oh!
Yeah, so the idea is, you know, you when you see me jump at you and you don't want to like anti-air, let's say your anti-airs are kind of slow, you're still learning what your anti-air buttons are. Maybe you think that I'm playing a character that's anti-airing me is very hard because the way our buttons interact with each other. Again, typically when someone jumps at you and you're kind of late, maybe you're recovering from an attack you just whiffed. I mean, you just whiffed an attack and I'm already going to come down on you with my button and you can't start your button up in time. Right? Like maybe I'm actually coming toward you with my big foot and you're still whiffing your standing strong. So now you're like, oh shit, well I can recover my standing strong in time, but I can't also then like uppercut, right? It's not enough time to uppercut him. So then you hold back, right? You hold straight up back. Not up back, but you hold back. That way you can block overheads or aerial attacks. And then again, in 2D fighters, Tekken 3 Blast, I'm sure you're well aware, most attacks can be blocked crouching. So unlike in Tekken, where a standing block blocks mids and highs, but not lows, in 2D fighters, a crouch block blocks mids and lows and highs, but not overheads. Right? So it's kind of like reversed. Basically, the crouching block is your default block, and your overhead block is your reaction block. Whereas in Tekken, it's the opposite, right? In Tekken, standing block is your default block, then low block is your reaction block. So basically, you only block high if they're jumping at you or going for an overhead, and overheads are very rare. And oftentimes not very rewarding. So basically, you stand block when they're jumping.
Who will emerge a champion? Fight! The first kick has been recorded.
Wow, how do I get that grab? How active are grabs in this game?
Is it the end?
No, no crossing. That's weird. Oh wow, it's mashed. I keep getting an accidental quick rise. It's so easy in this game for third strike. Like in 3S, if I don't actually like go for a quick rise, I never get it. This game I just get it all the time on accident. It's really frustrating. Oh no! Seems like easier to punish this game. It seems punishable in this game. Oh, sick! Yes, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mesut! Hello, Cullen! Mesut's for days! But it's quite satisfying when you finally start to get your 2D sea legs. Huh? Yeah, I came from this from playing 3D as well, and it was quite an adjustment. I'm gonna jump. Like, oh wow. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to reward you for blocking that punch. Nice movement. I like the movement. So throw techs are very different as well from Tekken. So throw techs in this game, you do them as a reaction to proximity, because you can't react to them starting up. So you do it based on proximity. So basically, anytime I'm point blank and not hitting a button, right? Like if I jump, so basically if I jump at you, right, you can see where I'm gonna land. Just like that, perfect. You whiffed your grab because you were a little bit too early. Anytime I'm close, basically anytime I'm really close, there you go. Nice! Nice spacing. Ooh, that was really far. What the hell? Right, so right there, you landed right in front of me, right? And you didn't hit me or anything. That means that my options there were basically just to throw you. Oh, yeah, I thought that was only round one. But basically, when you landed in front of me right there, and you were like point blank range, I was thinking to myself, I have to throw, because if he throws and I don't throw, I'm going to get thrown. Yeah, of course, Herb. That's how throw techs work in this game. By the way they work in this game is like, if he lands directly in front of me and I don't throw, then I'm going to get thrown. Right? And if I press throw and he doesn't throw, then he gets thrown. If we both press throw, then we get a throw tech, right? So basically what should have, quote unquote, what should have happened there was we should have gotten a throw tech. Because you were also point blank range. And it was like, well, you pretty much had to throw or get thrown. Of course, there are other options at a higher level. You can do like uppercuts and shit like that. But and typically, when you're point blank and no one's pressing any buttons yet, that means go for the throw quick before you get thrown. Anytime someone is within throw range, basically, as a beginner, again, this is kind of like a really broad general idea, which is not true at high level play, but as a beginner, if someone's at throw range, you should probably throw them, because otherwise you're going to get thrown. Of course, Locust, whenever you want to. Anytime. You're an MVP here. Wow, this is far. Oh, that was a punish, I think. Oh, no. I'm going to try to get one of those combos eventually. Nice. At least I got it. I'm super proud of that, to be honest. Are you guys pair equally, or is come one, come all? It's totally open for anybody, Scott. All skills levels welcome. If you have this game, come play with it. Yeah, there's that too. Jump, you can grab with a jump too. So we got counter hit there, basically. It's actually longer sword than you would think. Oh, super! Wow. I don't even know how to fucking do super. I think it's just double core circle forward, or double core circle punches, or one punch. Get the Bible out, Locust. Counter hit properties? That would make Chun-Li way more busted. Can you imagine Urien? Can you imagine Urien's goddamn standing fierce? I guess the reason why this game has them and 3S doesn't is because this game has that priority system, right? Or no, 3S has the priority system, this game doesn't. So 3S does kind of have counter hits. It's just that when you counter hit, your reward for getting a quote unquote counter hit is that you get like a shield. You know, it's kind of hard to explain, but mechanically in Third Strike, if you press a fierce button and they press a medium button, then you are actually shielded from the medium button for all of your active frames. So it's kind of like a counter hit. It's kind of like a counter hit. You do get a reward for it. Says your reward you get is you don't take any damage. Yeah, played Night Swirly? You're doing pretty well last night, as I recall. Let's go, Dinny Dante. It's pretty fun. Again, the netcode is kind of rough. But as a game, I like it. My only real complaint about it, I have two main complaints about the game, like gameplay-wise, right? One is that, oh, fucking do that. That's ridiculous. One is the whole idea of dash canceling after a focus attack is blocked. That seems crazy to me. You can dash cancel after your focus attack is blocked, and then you can be plus. The other thing I don't like is the fact that combos being so easy in this game, it makes combo, it kind of feels kind of Tekken-esque in some respect, in the sense that you kind of go for bread and butters a lot. It seems like it's a very bread and butter centric game compared to 3S. Which again kind of reminds me of the reason why I stopped playing Tekken.
It's survival of the fittest on a global scale. Who among the challengers will make it to the top?
In this game, you pretty much get a hit, get a touch, and it's like, okay, now do the bread and butter. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. And I feel like for most characters in Third Strike, you know, with the exception of like Akuma, basically Akuma, and you know, characters like Yun, which have really sick target combos, really don't have that same mechanic in Third Strike. You know what I mean, Locust? It's like in Third Strike, you just don't have that same confirming bread and butter off of every hit sort of situation. Is it, Locust? Is that much worse than that? I never really played that series. There's the room for creativity. Nino Kun's last boss to counter? Holy shit, congratulations, dude. I'm really impressed that you made it that far. 5 has none. It's literally just a combo you just smashed out. As you guys know, I'm not really big on combos in general. I look at combos as being a really, like, for me, the ideal combo system in a fighting game is like when it's a really sick way to get a little bit extra damage, right? It's high. It should be kind of high execution, and it shouldn't be that much reward. That's my personal idea. Everybody has different opinions, though, of course. Everybody has different things they like about fighting games. I look at combos as being like a way to pick up some extra damage if you're good enough. You shouldn't get like all your damage off of the combo. It should just be a way to get a little extra damage to optimize. So at a high level, they become much more rewarding, much more important. Because you gotta, you know, optimize when you get the shot. But when the majority of your damage comes from combos, that doesn't appeal to you as much. So also say that wouldn't say Street 4 combos are easy, huh? They're so easy, it's ridiculous. Like, maybe not the optimal combos, but god damn, are they ridiculously easy for Third Strike. I never combo in 3S. Let me put it this way. I have never in my life, until I played this game, played a game where I could get combos at accident, just from mashing buttons. This game, I just fucking do a jump in and press some button, and now I got a combo. It's like, holy fuck. I'm combo obsessed. I could lab forever, huh? Yeah, and there are some games, that's kind of the genre. There are some fighting games where that's the appeal, is the fact that there's this, it's almost like a rhythm game in some respects.
Bison wins.
Bison. Bison. Nice.
But only one will be declared.
Guilty Gear has become my favorite fighting game because of that reason. I still want to try Guilty Gear at some point. I think I was gonna play one. If I was gonna play one anime game, it'd probably be Guilty Gear. I was kind of curious about Melty Blood. Locust loves him some MVC too.
Are you ready?
Oh, look at this fucking costume. That's so sick. Oh, fuck. That's so crazy. Carried that. Oh, the punish. Sick.
I smell a comeback. Will this champion work? These fighters are really evenly matched. Turn it all around. One power.
Man.
Is it the end?
Oh, he crossed up in the corner. That's crazy.
Oh!
Play HNK. That's HNK. Flip nice.
Will the tide of battle turn? Fight! The fight is officially underway.
Oh, wow, we're crossing.
Never gonna forget this event! Can happen now.
Oh, no, I didn't want that.
Almost ready to roll this one.
Wow, that's so crazy.
Bison wins!
This says play Guilty Gear, huh? Play Under Night? Nah, I tried Under Night, didn't really appeal to me. Wow, nice. Got a little lobby going here. That's what I like. So if you're from playing 30, let's fucking go. Her playing Ultra, let's fucking go.
Survival of the fittest on a global scale. Who among the challengers will make it to the top?
You're playing Rocket League? Yeah, fucking Yogurt Brain's so young, dude. This man's so young, he's playing Rocket League right now. So I was just saying earlier that if they ever made a modern version of MVC2 with net play, then I'd never need to play another game. Didn't they make it on PS3
At this location.
and 360? This is the North Star. Okay, Hokuto no Ken. What we got for Dreamcast? Rip in pieces. 1 and 2. Flip me, I'm up on board. Not gonna lie, I play so much Rocket League. I didn't know that about you, Derek. That's crazy. You're a Rocket League dude? You ever played Rocket League on here? I'm in. Yo, you're into her? Yo, I have never played Rocket League. I have pretty much zero interest in playing Rocket League. Because I'm not into cars or sports. It's like car soccer. Nice. Whoa, let's go! Running really far away. His Tekken instincts. Okay. Basically in Street Fighter, there's really not a lot of advantage to being really far away. You basically want to be just outside of their range. If you want to try and like bait whiffs. If you're full screen, it isn't really that advantageous. Okay, nice. Cribs? What the fuck? It's a crazy looking grab. Hope Deadass's connection isn't spoiling WAWR-PATH's opinion of fucking Street Fighter. Yeah, Deadass plays really rushdown style and a really shitty connection, which is pretty rough to deal with. Likes to get in and press a bunch of buttons, and it's very hard to defend. Rocket League doesn't appeal to car or sports stereotypes at all, Vencabot. You don't think so? Whenever I watch Rocket League, it seems to me like it's like soccer, but you drive a car.
The world's fiercest fighters await. Will you be the last warrior standing?
Evil Rue. Whose Rue is this? Herbderken? Because I use my advantages. To the fullest, huh? To the fullest. Oh, this is Locust, okay. That costume is ridiculous. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. Anybody know what that's supposed to be? What's with this fucking Ken costume? I like this Evil Rue costume. Looking fabulous. Okay, nice. Wow, that's ridiculous. Cock-hungry elf Ken. Elf on a shelf Ken? I don't really know. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Okay, nice. Big combo. Grab his combo there, I think. Yeah. Ooh, here we go. Mix up! Oh, no, that's a punish? Wow. Yeah, this game fucking whiffing is hella realistic, dude. Compared to Third Strike, like, when you whiff in this game, you are in recovery forever. Okay, nice. Whoa, let's fucking go. See, I've kind of been curious about that. You don't really see a lot of neutral jumping in this game. In Third Strike, neutral jump is really strong. This game, I don't see it all that often. Oh, it drops. Oh, that's stun. Get that jump in. Oh, he used EX though. That was, oh, it doesn't really matter. EX is not that, meter is not that good in this game. But no, meter is good for focus attack dash cancel. Oh my god! Dude, hit him with that fucking, fuck out of here. That Dark Hado shit, dude. I don't believe in that shit. Kind of says, selfishly, I hope you get the PS4 version of Rev 2 if you decide to get Guilty Gear, so we can play together. But I understand if you don't. Oh, uppercut. Yeah, I think I'm probably never going to get into Guilty Gear. I'm curious about it, but it's also really expensive. What's up, BD3? Thank you for the sub, dude. On a 6-month streak. Fucking BD Theory. Never forget, this man bought me sweet, sweet Baldur's Gate 2, right? Dark Alliance, I think it's called. That was such an interesting day. You should see the guys at the used game stores look in his eye when he was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah. I just got it as a gift just now. I haven't played it yet, BD Theory. No, I haven't, dude. It's on my shelf right now. I haven't had the chance to play it yet. I'm trying to make time for it on the stream, but you know how it is. The stream is so busy. We should play that very soon, though, which we should do. So my plan for my next long play is to play Metal Gear Solid 2 Twin Snakes. And then I was thinking about if I should play a game between that and then Luigi's Mansion. Maybe we should play Baldur's Gate. I can't imagine it could be like really all that long. It's by the same devs that did Champions of Norrath, I think, right? And Champions of Norrath is not that long of a game.
Destination confirmed.
Yo, look at this costume.
Let's get started.
Oh, look at this costume. That's fucking gone. You a big Baldur's Gate fan, Decken? Yeah, by some weird coincidence, dude, I was at one of our IRL streams, and we were on the way to the video game store to pick up some games, and BD was in the chat, and he was like, yo, dude, if they have a copy of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, Baldur's Gate 2 Dark Alliance, you should pick it up. And I was like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll look for it. And by some bizarre coincidence, it was there. It's a very rare game, I guess. And I forget, it cost some insane amount of money. It was like $60 and shit like that, maybe even more. Might have been even more. Like, actually, it might have been a lot more, come to think of it. And it was, you know, in their case for like, the rare games. And I was like, yo, there it is. And he was like, bro, buy that shit right now. And he fucking sent me a PayPal for like the full worth of it. BD Theory just sent the PayPal for the full worth of it. I told the guy behind the counter, I was like, alright, I guess I'm getting Baldur's Gate too. I look like a weirdo in there with my phone and everything. I have like, you know, I have like my phone, I'm like pointing at shit and talking to him in my head, you know, talking to nobody. If you're picking any Guilty Gear, recommend Guilty Gear XX Action Core Plus R when it's on sale. I think I might already own it. Because it did go on sale one time. I think you're going to BB Fury. What a weird coincidence that was. That you would mention it and then it would be there. Yeah, I'm a game collector. I have a lot of games in my collection that are kind of rare, but I haven't got the chance to play yet. So to me, that's actually really, really cool. Like, I have a lot of respect for the value of, you know, rare games. I'm looking forward to playing it on the stream before terribly long as well. I love Champions of Nowhere. I think it's the same developer. I've beat the fuck out of Champions 1 and Champions 2. I've heard a lot of good things about Baldur's Gate. I haven't played any Baldur's Gate game, though. Metal Gear Solid's the best series ever created. You think so? That's a stretch, dude. I love Metal Gear Solid 3. And that's it. I grew up with Metal Gear Solid 1. It blew my mind as a kid. And looking back on it now, it's still a classic. I played it on stream, I think last year. It was great. But, you know, it's an old game. It hasn't aged all that well. Mechanically speaking. But I have a lot of respect for it for what it was in its time, of course. I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and didn't really like it at all. The plot was kind of cool, but the gameplay was kind of ass. And I will forever love Snake Eater. That game is fucking godlike. I think one of the best games ever made. I really hate Metal Gear Solid 4. I thought 5 was awesome, but it was also lacking a lot of stuff. So yeah, I consider myself to be a big Metal Gear Solid fan, but on the whole, I'd say the franchise isn't really that great. Hot take, I know. What's your dream game you'd love to own the most? I don't know, dude. I think I own all the games I really want to own that bad, Locust, to be honest. I can't think of any game off the top of my head that I really want to own that bad.
The curtain is raised on the world's most extreme fighting tournament. Who will walk away victorious?
Probably something Knights related, like some kind of maybe like one of those Knights Tiger games that are really rare. So BD says I would like a Blast City Third Strike dual cab setup. Yeah, honestly, I would love to have hardware 3S as well, but I would have to have somebody to play with. You know, it doesn't make any sense to want to have it and not be able to play with nobody. Basically, it's playable movies. That's how I gauge it. Storyline-wise, I didn't care for Snake Eater, but it's probably the most fun I've had playing. That's funny to me. I really like Snake Eater's plot. Probably the most. Yeah, probably the most. I like 1's plot and 2's plot too. 4, I really fucking hated. Oh my god, I hated 4. And 5's plot was barely there. That's the big problem I had with that game. Nice. I think he's trying to play more honest. Yo, I heard a voice. Sick. Oh, wow, that was weird. I didn't get a reset like I thought I would. Surprised I didn't combo, to be honest. Ooh, Kara Grant. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gorilla's coming down on you real hard. Ouch. That's dead. Whoa! I had to hear it the fierce. I had to hear it the first. Yo, he's talking shit in Japanese? What an asshole. Oh, wow. Can't get a throw off in time. Whoa, a car grab into the background. Oh, wow, it's crazy. Oh, so smart. Oh, I parried that. That catch is so rough. Bearing in mind, you can't get Persona 2 Eternal Punishment legally in the UK. What do you mean legally? Look at those fucking hipster glasses. Yes, I can't. No idea who that was. I do agree that about 4. The plot was disappointing. Ended up doing a drinking game while I was playing. The only rule is you have to take a shot every time they mention nanomachines. I nearly died. Dude, 4 is one of those games that really hurt me, Nas. Back when the PS3 was brand new, I bought a PS3 to play 2 games. FF13 and Metal Gear Solid 4. No, it's 3 games, right? FF13, Metal Gear Solid 4, and GTA 4. Listen, it was not me, huh? Yo, look at that sick-ass costume. It's so spooky. So fitting for the season. And dude, I loved GTA 3. And I loved Final Fantasy in general. And I loved Metal Gear Solid 3. So I was so fucking pumped to play these games. And I fucking hated GTA 4, dude. And I fucking hated Metal Gear Solid 4. And I fucking hated FF13, dude. It was so crazy. What a time. That was like the worst. That was like the dark ages for me as a gamer. I had like a vendetta against my PS3 after that. But then like it took like 8 years for me to finally get over it. Like get over that pain and accept the PS3 was alright. Even though I kinda wish I had 360. Nice, got corner. In Metal Gear Solid 4, I thought the cutscenes were quite, like, funny. And they were supposed to be, right? Like, I actually kind of like the cutscenes in the game. Like I said, nanomachines, it was dumb. Like, the story's dumb. But I think as fan service, it was pretty good. I just felt like, compared to, after coming from Metal Gear Solid 3, the gameplay was a huge disappointment. The fact that instead of having an open world, you had like 4 relatively small chapters. The fact that every chapter had really gimmicky gameplay. Like 2 of the 3, I think 2 of the 4 chapters had stealth gameplay, and the other 2 were like mini games basically. And the stealth gameplay seemed like it was really pared down compared to Metal Gear Solid 3. And of course, the cutscenes were so numerous and so long, it was a meme basically. But and that was annoying. But again, that was my favorite part. Was basically the cutscenes.
The battle has begun. Fight!
1 and 3, 1 through 3 are definitely best in the series. I was thinking about getting a PS3, but I was lucky enough that my friend let me play Metal Solid 4 on his, so I didn't have to waste my money. Yeah, I really had high hopes for that console, and eventually it did pay off. I mean, it's an okay console. It was an okay. Let me rephrase that. It was an okay generation. Again, I think that the Xbox 360 was probably the one I should have gotten, but I really hated like that whole generation after that first. I first bought the PS3 at launch. It's like I got let down by so much shit. In a baffling move, Atlas published Innocent Sin in Europe and published Eternal Punishment in America, effectively making the story incomplete. Huh. What do you mean you can't get it illegally? You can't import it? This game looks so great graphically. The only way to play it is to emulate it or make an American PSN. It was me. It wasn't me. Shaggy. He has to go in eventually because he has the life deficit. Sonic boot. Sonic boot. I got my 360, says Nas, for Halo 2 with my friends. We played nearly every day until the server shut down. It was 120% worth. That sounds sick, dude. I've never played any Halo game ever, Nas. Not really into shooting games, but I hear they're pretty fucking fun. By any standard, not just shooting game standards. Yeah, I've never owned an Xbox console. That's one reason I never played Halo. But even if I did have an Xbox, I probably wouldn't play Halo. I'm not really into shooting games. But, our friend Rebecca, if you guys like Halo, follow Rebecca Gaming. That's REEEBECCA. Here on Twitch, she's just Rebecca, not Rebecca Gaming. That's her Twitter. That's her Twitter. Yeah, Rebecca was 4 E's before the B. Rebecca. She's a really big Halo streamer, and she's super, super great. I'm friends with one of the Legends of Halo. Not to name drop, I'm not that guy. A Legend of Halo, like Master Chief. That would be sick. If I found out that BB was a friend of Master Chief, I would flip. He's not trying to name drop, I know. That does so funny. This guy's so funny. Interesting. I'm excited for Master Chief Collection to release on PC. I have so many fond memories about the game, but I feel like it's going to be one of those things I play for a short while and then get bored right away, and since I played it so much in the past. Maybe you might be surprised, dude. I hope you're surprised. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just me because I'm lame like that, but I can play things that I've played 100 times and it's almost even more fun because I played it 100,000 times. Like, there's something cathartic about it, you know? Not necessarily as engaging mentally, but somehow so, like, it's kind of like comfort food. Kind of like comfort food, right? You just, it's like a cozy-ass blanket. It's like a green Snuggie. Like, I could play Mega Man Legends probably infinite times through and everything. Wow. I guess it's not that big of a deal. They're on my team for Killer Queen's National Tournament next week. Oh. So you're Killer Queen player. What the fuck is Killer Queen? You hear a lot about it. I went to a barcade that had it there, and I looked at it, and I was like, okay, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how it's competitive, I guess. So people talk about it like it's an FGC game, kind of like like a fringe FGC game, sort of like Windjammers. This Team Joust. Okay, that sounds like actually an awesome idea. Joust is so much fun anyway. You think on a team it'd be godlike. What's up, Brian? Looks like I fucking love Joust. Gotta play Killer Queen then, dude. With objectives. There's 4 maps. The first game, Innocent Sin, had some Nazi shit in it, and from my understanding, Atlas feared backlash and decided to not publish it in the U.S. There are certain games I can do that for, but for most of them, it's one of those things where you've done everything and it feels like there's nothing left to do. Yeah, I guess, you know, it's probably different for highly gameplay-centric games, right? Like Halo. Mega Man Legends is not gameplay-centric. It's very much atmosphere and story and graphics-centric, you know. Oh my god. Wow, his combos are so fucking easy in this game. Like, holy shit, you hit that shit a million miles in the air and still get it. We have to try and... Wow, it's crazy. Parkrup's crazy. That's ridiculous. That's funny.
Let's keep it up! Fight!
Punish. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, I woke up so fast. That's crazy.
How much longer can this go on?
A friend of mine plays Killer Queen a lot at an arcade bar where we have it in Minnesota. I guess he has the current top score, and it's quite competitive about it. Huh? You haven't played Killer Queen yet? Oh my god. I think you wanted a fireball there. It's so hard to anti-air, dude. This connection. The punish. No? I'll uppercut. Good game, Deadass. Now, since I'm in Brainerd, so I live years from everything else. Huh? Let's see. The foot seems all right, Brian. A little bit nervous about it. I didn't bleed in my sock at all last night, and it was everything was going well until I checked it right before this. I started playing Street Fighter 4. Seems like a lot of the bloodiness has like sort of been like scraped away somehow. Maybe I did it unconsciously while I was programming. The scab seems to be pretty much still a scab, which is great, but I'm kind of nervous that maybe the scab is getting kind of compromised. Nice. I feel like WAWR is getting a good feel for this. How did I block that in the internet? I feel like I hit it too late. You ever know any kids in school that ate their scabs? Sounds kind of familiar. Like maybe I did. That's gross as fuck though. I just want to retch just thinking about it.
And the battle continues. Fight! How long will this go on? This is it. The fight we are waiting
Nice.
for. Anything can happen. I'm almost prepared.
So, the disadvantage to dashing WAWR-PATH is that you can't block while you're doing it. Backdash in this game is invincible for some of them for the startup of it. But like toward dash especially is kind of unsafe. It's something you want to do. I think even more often in Third Strike, to be honest. It seems like in this game it's really scary to toward dash. But I know in Tekken, like dashing is like your main form of movement. In this game, not so much honestly. Like dashing is sort of a secondary form of movement.
The curtain is raised on the world's most extreme fighting tournament. Who will walk away victorious?
So Tyler, I'm not sure who Tyler is. He's got a sister into cosplay. Again, I'm not really into Halo. Yeah, it's from Tekken. Yeah, the idea because in Tekken, like dashing is pretty much how you move. You don't ever walk in Tekken. You sidewalk in Tekken, but you don't like toward walk or back walk.
Deserted temple. The stage of battle is set.
In this game, walking is your main movement, and then you can dash as well to kind of, like in this game, it's like back dash has iframes, and toward dash to close distance, especially after like a focus attack. But, uh-oh. No punish. Oh, fuck. Whoa. Oh, throw punishable? I heard it was good in this game, and I think because it comes out faster, it's supposed to be good. But it seems like it's not plus on black, which is kind of the whole idea in Third Strike. So Nas is really big into cons. I've never really been to a con, like, aside from just to play Third Strike. I played, I mean, I went to a couple anime conventions before I was into Third Strike. Whoa. But I never really participated. So B's never been to a con just to go to tournaments. Well, I've been to a few tournaments that were at cons. Like YumaCon is like an anime convention with tournaments for fighting games. And I went to YumaCon before I was into Third Strike with my friends who are all into really big into anime. I've been to ASEN, really another anime convention. That's too bad, cons are great. I'm mostly there for the nightlife and hanging with cool, like-minded people. The nightlife. I don't even know what a nightlife is.
The stage of battle is set.
At least speaks to my lifestyle.
Are you ready? Fight! How long will this go on? This is the fight we've all been waiting for. Anything can happen now.
Oh, sick. Kind of weird how this game uppercuts are invincible. I need to remember that. I always EXDP, like, I don't think it's even a thing we have to do in this game. No, since I went to ASEN once, that was enough for me. It was more like an expo than a convention. I had more fun in the hotel next door than in the actual con. What do you mean? What's the difference?
What will happen now? Fight! How long will this go on? This is it. The fight we will have this devastating attack coming on. No doubt about it. Brace yourself for a major turn of events.
Oh, I need to cross up a medium kick. Oh wow, sick. Oh, ultra. ASEN, yeah. I mean, an expo, what? Because they have like actual, like they have too much. It's more about. I don't think I understand. There's a lot of cool characters. It's a shame I just play Root.
To join in the fight, but only one can be declared the best.
But only one can be declared the best. Expo is like a giant dealer's room, where the point is to buy stuff and then leave. Conventions center more on panels and random content like movies. Okay, you know, it's funny, none of that appeals to me. That's funny. Like, obviously, I don't have any money to spend at a dealer. Like, I don't give a fuck about, like, getting anime merchandise. But, I mean, you know, also, like I said, there's panels and, like, get interviews and shit like that, and talk to, like, voice actors and shit like that, and I don't really give a shit about that either. Well, I like anime, though, is the thing, right? There's gotta be something you think I would like at an anime convention, but maybe not. Really, I just like watching anime. I don't think I guess maybe because I'm not into the culture, right?
What will happen now? Fight! The first kick has been recorded.
Okay, nice.
Finally begun. Which one of these will emerge on top?
Okay, good. Nice. Good pressure. Good spacing. I don't know if that's plus or not. Trying to get you to block low, right? Because I know that you got that habit from Tekken where you pretty much just block high. So basically, look at it this way, Tekken 3 Brian laugh. Compared to Tekken and a 2D fighter, you don't just like block while walking backwards. In this game, you have to stop to block, basically, right? Because yeah, you can stand block while walking backwards, which is good in this game. It's very important. But typically, if you want to like intentionally block an attack to get plus frames, for instance, you would walk up and block, hold down back, you walk up and crouch, you walk up and you crouch. And again, if you feel like you're under pressure, if you feel like your opponent is pressing a lot of buttons, then you hold down back. The spinning globe you see in figure mode would make a good Twitch emote. Yo, you're right, Locust. I fucking love that thing, dude. I think it's my favorite thing. The panels could be on anything. Sometimes it's analyzing anime, and other times it could be top 10 terrible AMVs. There's something for everyone there. The reason I go is for the people. The people. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I broke my #1 rule. I'm trying to teach Brian Laugh how to fucking block jump-ins. I really thought that he was going to just empty jump. Shit. Oh no, he didn't want that. He wanted his ultra. Why is it so hard to get ultra? Shut up.
Let's keep it up. Fight! This is the one we've been waiting for. The ultimate battle Will this gambit work?
So basically what I'm doing right there, Brian, is this game's equivalent of like Korean backdash, right? It's trying to beta whiff. You walk in, you walk out, try and make them press a button. Trying to get into their spacing just enough that they want to press a button. This shouldn't matter. Yeah, you don't want to be like as far as possible in this game. Because I kind of feel like in Tekken, when you're quote-unquote full screen, that's actually a pretty optimal space to bait whiffs because there are so many like big buttons in that game and movement is so fast. In this game, you want to be where your opponent wants to attack or where they're tempted to attack or where they feel inner conflict. I look at it more like putting pressure on my opponent psychologically where they have to decide if they want to attack or not, and I can use that pressure against them. And you sort of just, you do that by walking into their space and walking out of their space. You're like, okay, you want to press a button or not? Huh? Am I in your space? You're also saying, am I in your space or not, right? You think, am I going to keep walking toward you into your space or am I going to faint away? Right? So if you press a button and I faint away, then you're in trouble. But if you don't press a button and I walk in, then you're also in trouble, so. It's again, the entire game is all about spacing and playing with the opponent's mind based on where you're standing. Oh, sick. That's anti-air. Yeah, you're blocking. Herbert there demonstrated the idea of jumping out of a throw. He knew he was at throw spacing. So he's like, I'm just gonna see the way he's moving, see that? See the way he's moving right now? Trying to make me press a button. Good gimmick. Sick. He likes the gimmick a lot where he does his Blanca ball into grab. Is that fucking Hugo back there? Oh fuck! I thought because of his costume, I thought that was him. I was looking at the background. What? There we go. So the fireball blows up that idea of him sort of like trying to feint it out of my space. I didn't want that. Like, just came up from me mashing buttons. That's crazy. I want to look forward to super, and I mean, look forward into fireball. But I kind of did it kind of sloppy.
This match decides the winner. Fight!
Sailor Moon Syndrome. I don't watch a lot of Sailor Moon. The game have really long combos or really short combos. I think that's like because you know the game's kind of like super busted, right? That's from level 4 again. Ugh. Combination. Unfortunately, I have to go back to lurking because I have an emergency production code roll for work. I'm sure what that means. Some other time. I'd also like to join you guys in this, and I'll have a chance if you guys are still playing 3 or 4 next week. I think I will, Nas. I will. I'm having a lot of fun with this game lately. People are coming by and playing, so I think I will be playing next week on Steam. Looking forward to seeing you. Good night, Nas. Good luck with your work. Emergency production code roll. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Sounds kind of like pretty important. Block low first. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. I always hold down back. Yeah, that was a combo. You mean for that ultra? I mean, because he comboed off the crouching lake. You just happened to tap me with it. Yahoo! And so anytime, basically, I know it's kind of hard to react at first, Brian laughed. But anytime you block a jump in standing, you want to immediately crouch block to block the follow-up string. Again, basically, remember you're always holding down back as your default defensive option in this game. And then you react to their jumping by stand blocking or anti-airing. Obviously, until you have a feel for like what's plus and what's minus, you're gonna have a hard time knowing when to block.
And the battle continues. Fight! And there's the first hit.
There you go.
What's next?
Good shit. Take a little grab him and punch down his whiff grab. Woke up with a button. You gotta be careful with those. Take cribs. Oh no. didn't know that he can combo off the Zempo. It's basically Yun's little flip over throw is called his Zenpo, and he gets free damage off that. He didn't get a combo, like a back turn combo basically. Think of it if you're thinking of Tekken terms.
Wins.
Yeah, Yun's a pretty good character. He's got very fast movement for a Street Fighter character. He's got pretty good buttons in terms of his pokes, in terms of how big they are and how fast they come out. He has that command grab, his little Zenpo, where he flips over your head, he gets a free combo off of that. If he flips over, he gets a combo. He has a dive kick, which is godly. But he's kind of a technical character, too. He's technical in the sense that a lot of his damage comes from combos. And unlike in Tekken, combos in this game, they're integral, especially in this game compared to Third Strike, I find. But they're not as integral. So not every character gets their damage off of combos, like the majority of it, or I should say they don't have to. And I think Yun in general, he kind of relies more on combos than other characters do, but he's a very good character. I look at this game like fencing. Right? I shouldn't say this game, but Street Fighter is like fencing. Kind of feint back and forth, you really get a little poke, a little stab, feint away. It's sort of like, you know, like a little dance. It's not all, I shouldn't say not all, it's not fair to say about Tekken or any 3D fighter, but in Virtua Fighter, the most of the game is played at chest-to-chest range. Most of the game is played sort of as a bunch of frame data, which I love about Virtua Fighter. Oh, what the fuck? How did that not hit twice? That's a combo there from KRAFT PUNK. He dropped the end of it, but I know he's not super practiced in this game. So I'm impressed that he even got that far. Yeah, this game is, I think of it like fencing. A little stab here, a little stab there, as opposed to like pressing big buttons on the regular. And you don't get like I feel like in Tekken, even your small pokes, I mean, they're there to set up a launch, right? They're there to counter hit launch or something like that. Or get a mix up. Whereas in Street Fighter, it's not necessarily the case. The poke itself is just the damage. It's the damage you get. That's what I love about Street Fighter. You know, the poke itself gets you the damage. You get enough of those pokes and you get the win. And of course, yeah, you can get a launch sometimes and get a big combo, or you can get a knockdown and get a big combo, or in this game a crumple, I guess. This game does have big combos in it, but a lot of the time, the poke is just for the poke. That's your reward, is hitting it. Looks like Jeepers Creepers. You got Holly movies on the mind. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers Creepers. So basically, I press a button whenever I think it's kind of like, you know, Tekken, where I think he's gonna come in toward me. I press a button. If he's gonna come into my space, if I can get a whip punish like that, but I was too far, I guess. Parry. Oh, it actually moves him back. That's crazy. See those stand blocks? Whenever he's in the air, I stand block. If he's on the ground, I crouch block like this. Oh, lots of punch. Oh, that's not good. Nice. Ah, fuck. I need to walk forward and punish that. As Makoto, I'm always pressing big buttons. Right? Jab is just a formality. Supasnoopakoopa.
Pick up the pace. Fight! With that, the plan is underway. This could turn it all around. I hope you're ready. I think you're about to do something big. It ain't over till it's over. You know what can take the route now.
Damn. Cross-ups.
Blanca wins.
Yeah, it's a lot like Tekken, Brian. Take some practice. You're gonna get a sense for when to press your buttons, but not to press buttons, right? That's kind of the idea. I feel like right now you're kind of struggling because you're not sure when to press buttons, when to be defensive. How you doing, Supasnoopa? Welcome aboard.
Walk away victorious. East Asia WAWR-PATH. Fists will fly at this location.
Just enjoying some Street Fighter 4, huh? It's a good game. I'm enjoying it. Good connections lately, too. Whoa, sick! You can fly like Superman? Didn't know that.
Are you ready? Fight!
This guy's fucking huge!
This bout will determine who is the strongest. And for the fear out there is tangible.
I would hope my connection will hold up. Did you play before, Supasnoopa? I feel like you had a good connection before, right? Maybe I'm mistaken. What a stinky finger sniff, dude. You're pressing a lot of buttons just in general. It's an interesting looking button there. I played before, but I'm not sure if it was me or the guy that was lagging. You can always try it again, Supasnoopa. And I think you're fighting Deadass, he's pretty laggy. I got the corner, good shit. Good throw. Yeah, so you can't hit them when they're on the ground in this game either. They're totally invincible when they're on the ground. They're only vulnerable once they've got up again. So basically, when you're trying to hit your opponent when they're on the ground, trying to hit them, you're trying to set up a button so that they rise up into it. Good shit. Let's fucking go. This guy's fucking T-Hawk is so sick. T-Hawk is sick. Look at that fucking kid back there with a fucking sick haircut, dude. Oh, what a cross-up. That's bullshit. No good throw tech! Yo, WAWR-PATH is learning so quick. Cross-ups. Yo, for sure, Super. He's definitely a Yakuza, dude. He might already be a Yakuza, honestly. Good shit. Alright. It's unblockable. Dash through and grab. Online tactics. Good shit, WAWR-PATH. I think you're learning pretty quick. But as for waking up off the ground, in this game you can't get any ground hits at all. But once your opponent is fully woken up off the ground, then they become vulnerable to attacking him. Now, they could choose to press a button right there, right, when they're off the ground. But the thing is, if you start up your attack before they're all the way awake, basically, before they're totally risen up, then you can actually hit them the very first frame that they're vulnerable. Right? That's what people refer to as a meaty in 2D games. It means that you took advantage of the fact that they were helpless on the ground, they can't move, they can't do anything, and use that time that you have to start up your attack. Right? From point blank range. That way, when they are available to be hit, they are already being hit, or blocking. Or using an invincible reversal. Like uppercut. I only mentioned that because I noticed like you got a knockdown, they were trying to look like you were trying to hit him. It could be I'm wrong. So I know you're kind of new to Street Fighter, I know you're not new to fighting games, you might already be familiar with the idea of invincible knockdowns, but compared to Tekken, it's different. Tekken, you can hit people off the ground. This game, when they're on the ground, they're safe. They're in a very scary situation when they're on the ground. They have to deal with whatever you do when they wake up. Oh wow, it's crazy to me how touches are safe in this game. Whoa, in for the fucking red, the red focus. That would have put him on his ass if he hadn't thrown right there. So that's what he likes. He likes to do that gimmick where he does a block a ball and throw.
And the battle continues. Fight! And with that, the fight is officially underway.
Ryan gets a punish there. This man's on fire, dude. That's so crazy looking. Patience. Oh man, that was interesting. He just landed there totally empty and no one did anything for a few frames. Oh, if he charged a little bit longer, he might have got that. Okay, I'm sure the cross might have been a cross up there. Dash up, grip. Let's do it, Supasnoopa. We're gonna play for another like 40 minutes or so, Supasnoopa. If it's laggy, it's no big deal. I don't think they jumped over that. Blanco wins. It's kind of crazy that we talked to the whole match. That robot announcer guy. Supasnoop. Should be able to ultra, huh?
The craziest and wildest fighters assembled from around the world to join the fight. But only one will be declared the best.
Locust like. I mean, I know he means ah, but I choose to read that as ah. We're choosing to read that.
The battle has begun. Fight! How long will this go on? This is the one we've been waiting for. The ultimate battle for supremacy has begun. What power!
Damn, that's so fucking hard.
Opponent's power to your advantage. Turn it all around. I hope you're ready.
Gotta walk and punch shot. Plenty of time. Nice reaction. Online justice.
Pick up the pace. Fight! With that, the fight is officially underway. The fight is underway. Which of these two talents will walk away and champion? Which one of these fighters will snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? There's no stopping this fighter. I smell a comeback. Will this gambit work?
Oh, I see the block.
I've never seen anything like this. Blanca wins.
It's a brick. Need to check more Dokens, huh? You're right.
Survival of the fittest.
Thank you, Locust.
Who
Ah!
gets to the top?
What are you doing, Rick? Hadouken! You mean Ryu in this game? Huh?
Old peasant
Been having a lot of fun lately, Rick. This game's netcode's been holding up alright.
is set.
Past couple days. Ultra 1 only. Ah! That's Japanese for ah!
Are you ready? Fight! First hit. The scales have tipped.
Nice anti-air, that's sick.
Which of these two challengers will walk away as champion?
Okay, good shit.
Center of what? Power!
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty far. Whoa! Dash to the green hand.
Anything can happen now.
Is green hand plus on block? Kinda look like it might be.
I'm almost ready to call this one.
Good throw tech. Man learns fast. Is that a fucking grab? He just did that so far.
It doesn't get any more intense than that.
Ooh. Oh, not bad. Good spacing on that. Oh, got him. It is, Rick, it is. What's really annoying is when it's your turn to actually fight, or when you're like, I'm not sure what causes it. That thing up there, save reservation? What the fuck? That's so annoying.
There's the first hit.
What do you think that means? Go away. So I can see the fucking fight. Also, what's with that little fucking little Earth icon below the timer? To let you know you're spectating an online match. Like it's that's what it's for. It's to let you know you're spectating an online match. But I know that. Like, let me see the fucking game. I'm missing these guys. Whoa! Aw! I felt in my heart you can get that jump in. I just felt it. I was like, damn, this guy's about to jump in and smash this kid. Well, he got electricity. I thought I would voice Blanca. If I was his voice actor. Can you come in? Can you imagine his intro? Like he swings on the vine, he lands, he's like. Never understood that texture above the EX stops. Have a look at that shit. Supasnoopakoopa. When we want to fight with Blanca, he's like, ah, and he runs away. Ah.
The battle has begun. Fight!
Oh yeah, I mean that weird little black thing. Yeah, it just hides their legs. It's making sense. This is there to sort of connect the EX bar with the Ultra bar. That's pretty. I think it's exacerbated by this, save reservation thing of the same color. That's all my commentary I have left, guys. It's been a long week. From now on, we're gonna end the stream with just me doing block commentary. Whoa, sick punch.
Pick up the pace. Fight!
How did this dude?
The fight is officially underway.
Hey, nice combo there from Herbderken, aka Pepperderken.
Devastating attack coming up. No doubt about it.
Nice parry. Please. That fucking announcer's so annoying. This background always reminds me of Schindler's List scene where they take Jews to the main camp. I get that same vibe from the stage. Like, it's kind of creepy. You definitely feel like people are getting loaded onto this train against their will. Okay, nice. Life lead. Take grip. Makoto. Sorry guys, I'm done. No more. I mean, this is with all due respect to those survivors and family that suffer, of course. Yeah, of course. Punish. Okay. Wow. So his super and his ultra are kind of the same thing? Huh. He was like, my ultra. Rest in peace, my ultra. I liked living in the jungle. But now I just like going, the craziest and fighters that have around the world have joined the fight. That happened, Supasnoopa. Only one will be declared the best. Damn, Supasnoopa, that was mine. You robbed me. This game has a lot of good stages. Don't say no, Supasnoopa. Say,
The battle has begun.
It's got rollerblades? That's ridiculous. Cross-ups. Biting the fuck out of this man's face. Cross-ups. Profound sadness. We got sheep in the background? Yo, that's overpowered as fuck. We got sheepies back there. Good throw tech. We got sheepies back there.
What will happen now?
Nice punish. I feel like that teleport is a lot less impressive in this game. You're getting kind of sick in this game. It's nowhere near as impressive as his third strike slash, though. It's so much more force in third strike. This game is kind of like, swipey, swipey, swipey. Swipey, swipey. Yeah, it might be a punish. I don't know. Oh, too far for the grab there? That's crazy. A little smack on the ass there. A little tap.
Blanca wins.
AAC.
The world's fiercest fighter. Will you be the last warrior standing? Africa, solar eclipse.
Herbderken.
Destination confirmed. The battle has begun. Fight! First hit has been recorded. This is the one we've been waiting for. The battle for supremacy has begun. I smell a comeback. Will this
Mad floaty. The first fight jitters.
And the battle continues. Fight!
Ouch.
Finally begun. Which one of these two will emerge on top? Sets are off. Anything can happen now. Will this gambit work? Come back.
Oh, wow.
This match decides the winner. Fight! This is the one we've been waiting for. The ultimate battle for supremacy has begun. The first kick has been recorded. I smell a comeback. Will this gambit work? I'm almost ready to call this one. Turn it all around.
Start playing Street Fighter 5. I'm probably gonna play 3S afterward. Good games, Locust. Calling it tonight. Always a pleasure, dude. ABC, oh my god. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. ABC, 1, 2, 3. Go with Hulk.
East Asia's deserted temple. Your destiny will be determined here.
Do, re, mi.
Are you ready? Fight! The scales have tipped. This bout will determine who is the strongest and for all.
Good shit.
What a rush!
Good shit.
Anything can happen now. What an attack!
Good shit.
Too late for a comeback. Fear out there is tangible. K.O. Will the tide of battle turn? Fight! What an attack! Absolutely! Hit now or never! Awesome now! Wake up! K.O.
He's trying to, I like where your head's at, WAWR-PATH. I'm trying to get out of the way of the jump in, right? That way I can whiff on my way in. Backdash is invincible on startup, I guess. You're kind of like mistiming it, I suppose. I think it's kind of hard to iframe through a jump in because it's active as long as my foot's out there, right? So usually jumps are the most active moves in the game. And that was no exception there. It's kind of hard to backdash through it. Of course, like, you thought you were far enough away. Ryu has a really long-ass leg, apparently.
Fighting first. Who will walk away victorious?
But every time you see get rainbow ball held focus attack, once you absorb the hit, you see if it crosses up. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, instead of trying to block it, just hit focus attack. Yeah, I've seen Supasnoopa do go for it. How about it?
Who will emerge a champion? Fight! There's the first hit. What's next?
I keep thinking I can whiff for meter in this game like I can in third strike. Nice shit. I saw Terminator gameplay for MK11. Gotta say, disappointment. No! Because of the voice actor. Wait, what? Nice anti-air. Oh, that was a ridiculous autocorrect. That was ridiculous. Oh, shit. Oh, sick link. That was a sick ass link. I don't play SD.
Who will emerge victorious? Fight! And there's the first hit.
Big punish. Nice with punish. That's why I went to Abade. I see now. You play Ryu, you play ST. When he says you won't be back. No! No! Dude, I don't think I want to watch this trailer now, dude. ADD? Yeah, Brian plays a little bit of ST. Ooh, this fucking song. Yeah, I think I understand that, Supasnoopa. I understand now that hit me. Man. Swirly says ST is fun.
Who among the challengers will make it to the top? Exciting street scene. White locale.
South Asia. Exciting street scene. Shobuja.
The battle has begun.
Yo, this game looks so good, dude. Like graphically, holy shit. Look at that fucking Honda.
The fight has finally begun. Which one of these two will smell a comeback? Will this gambit work?
Damn, this shit hits far. Oh, still standing. Oh, that's tough. Hard to block that because of the way the delays in the air. Or tried playing Mac, but he just likes them Blanca balls too much.
This
I met a guy named Balls recently at Neutral Ground. That's 3S Monthly we're doing now. It's really played Mac and Super before AE. It's fine. Oh, that was interesting. Whoa, that's active! Holy shit, that's active! Whoa! That man was like, oh, rush! And then his hand came down, and then it's like, blam! And then my man just walked up, and like his toe touched his hand, and it was like, GG. That's hella active. This man's hand was on the ground. That dude just tripped over. He was like, oh shit! Who left that hand there? Who left that hand there, dude?
The battle has begun. Fight! The scales have tipped. This is it. The fight we're waiting for. Anything can happen now. Turn it all around. I smell a comeback.
I want that.
Come back. Will the tide of battle turn? Fight! And with that, the battle to victory.
I don't know. Nice punish.
Turn it all around.
Ooh.
No one could see that coming.
Oh my god.
Who will emerge victorious? Fight! And with that, the fight is officially underway.
Ow. Oh wow. Quick rise into Ayake. Ow. Damn. Big red boot. Makoto wins. Angry Karate Girl wins. Did you see that, Daddy? I'm gonna fix that dojo up real good, Daddy. Yo, Cycle Steven just found his way in? Uh-oh. Have a slot for ST? Probably not, Herb. Maybe one day. Those are gonna be so good, Daddy. Wow, it's gonna be crazy.
South America, cosmic elevation. Your destiny will be determined here.
Makoto's so sick. The butt scratch like,
It's the battle of the century. Fight! The first hit has been recorded. This is it. The fight we've
blocks.
been waiting for. Anything can happen now. Anything can happen now.
A little hard dashing up there. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, that's gonna. Oh wow, she could have dashed up again and got some bullshit. I feel like. Look at the size of this chick's feet. That shit's canonical. God damn. That shit's fucking canonical. Look at that fucking, how do you get your feet that muscly? What kind of workouts are you doing, do you think? It's kind of weird how fast the animation is. I feel like they must have sped it up at some point after the character's inception. Cox looks really weird in this game. I'm afraid not, Salty Face. I don't think it is. I'm almost certain it's not.
Makoto wins.
How you doing, Salty? Daddy, told you, Daddy. Daddy!
The craziest and wildest fighters have assembled from around the world to join in the fight.
So this is a WAWR-PATH, I think, right? Rue versus Ken. That.
East Asia, it's not 109.
It is WAWR-PATH.
Will be determined.
Kuren! Senbu Kyok! That man sounds like a Mexican guy speaking Japanese to me.
Are you ready?
Kakate koi!
Fight!
Good shit. Oh, okay. Gotta block them toesies, man. Don't forget to do that. Whoa. Okay, do a little putty there. Please! This is punished on the Hadouken. Yo, fucking Ryu and Ken's feet somehow still more powerful than Makoto's feet. I guess in this universe, then that means Makoto's feet must have really dainty feminine little feet. Uh-oh. I destroyed you an accident. Here we go. Shepherd's punish there. Yeah, so also you can't, unlike in Tekken where you can kind of have like attack strings, this game, a few characters have those, but not every character. They're pretty rare. They're called target combos in Street Fighter, but you can cancel specials into normals, like fireballs. Like low forward into, like crouching medium kick into fireball. Crouching strong into uppercut. Crouching medium kick into Tatsumaki, like the spin kick. Otherwise, everything's just like a poke. Or something you do that's like plus. Like if they do crouching light kick, then they're plus. So they can do another crouching light kick, or they can maybe like take a step forward and try and grab you or something like that, right? You might see some block strings, but they're not like Tekken's block strings, right? Where Tekken, they're literally strings. In this game, they're more like just raw buttons they're pressing for pressure. And if you do see a string, like I use a low forward fireball a lot, it's like a string basically, just put it out there. That's because I'm canceling a special into a normal into a special. And not every normal is special cancelable, but many are. Right? You know, crouching medium kick is special cancelable. A lot of Shoto buttons are special cancelable. When I say Shoto, I mean like Ken and Ryu.
Are you ready?
Supasnoopa, representing KD Alpha's color.
This bout will determine who is and
Oh, you get a knockdown there. Sonic Boom!
I hope you're ready.
Nice. I'm sure it was a punish or not, I don't think it was. Trying to work his way in. Oh no! Could have punished that. You got fucking hippos? Oh man. What is this guy yelling about in the background? Meerkats and hippos? Oh, look at that punish! Oh. I scared the hippos when he fell over. That's crazy. This game's got pretty good graphics. Oh, look at that punish! Oh, it's not a punish, yo! Fuck! Ban Guile, dude. Fuck. Oh my lord, dude. There's no way. You cannot punish a fucking Sonic Boom. It can't be done. The only way it can be done would be if they threw a Sonic Boom when you were like in mid-air. Why would they do that? Unless you're playing online like a shitty connection. Booms are hella safe, dude. Punish. Drops. How you doing, Vince? Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. Good game, Tekken 3. I will see you around, homeboy. Pretty sure you can focus through and punish them from up close. Booms are hella safe. You too, Brian Laugh. I'll see you around, dog. Sonic Boom. Yo, Rick, you might have to, dude. I have to get a gaming PC, buy this game for $30 American on Steam. Shout out to Vince with the price check. I don't see all that happening. Who's trying to pay $30 for this game? That's ridiculous.
Are you ready? Fight! First hit is the tip. The fight we've all been waiting for.
Gotta speak in the fight. Punish him too. Right there. Oh, fuck. Now let's see if I have to get up. We really got DC'd though. Yeah, good game, cyclestev.
The world's fiercest fighters await. Will you be the last warrior?
Yeah, Steve's a family man. Sometimes he's got a dip.
Deserted temple. The stage of battle is set. It's the battle of the century.
Herbderken.
The first hit has been recorded. I smell it. I hope you're ready.
Damn.
Is it the end? There's no stopping this fighter. The world is holding its breath.
That fucking robot voice is crazy.
Will the tide of battle turn? Fight!
He's got a lot of bar.
How long will this get off?
Oof, nice. Drops combo. Oh, it's so hard to fucking fucking meaty people in this game. Just letting you know that Ryu can link his crouching light punch into crouching medium punch or crouching heavy punch. Okay. Yeah, I think I over-rely on crouching strong because I played Third Strike, and in that game, that button's got like. I think this game's pretty good too, though. I feel like I don't really play that close to like really take advantage. I don't know. I'm over-relying on the priority system in this game. In Third Strike, right? In Third Strike, medium buttons have priority over light buttons. This game, that's not true. There appears to be no priority in this game. It's just everything just trades. My last match, guys. I'll watch Supasnoopa fight herbderken a little bit after this. Always good, Vince. Jesus on a fist. I think that's what Rick calls it.
Nothing. Exciting switch. Fists will fly at this location.
Really?
The battle has begun. Fight! The fight is underway. I smell a comeback. What is damage work?
Oof, that's that. A couple bad shoryus. I gotta be responsible. Whoa, wow. Cancel Hayate into crouching light kick.
Pick up the pace. Fight! The first kick has been recorded. This is it. The fight we've all been waiting for. Anything can happen now.
Fuck. I got no bird.
Pull out all the stops. Fight! There's the first hit. What's next?
Oh, I see. Chase's back actions.
I smell a comeback. Will this gambit work?
Damn, I hate that shit. Oh my. Good game. It's my last game of the night, guys. Let's watch Herb fight Supasnoopa a little bit. No, it wasn't Supasnoopa. It wasn't Scrubby at all. Why was that Scrubby? I should have expected that. I guess it was Scrubby because I should have expected it, right? Against an opponent that actually knew what he was doing, anybody would have blocked that, right? Because they would have seen it coming. But I wasn't watching bar.
Unknown. Crumbling laboratory. Destination confirmed.
Here we go. Supasnoopa. Herbderken. A.k.a. Pepperderken. My question is, when is Herb gonna shed the title of Pepperderken?
Are you ready?
Probably won't last all the way through October, is my guess. Okay, that's not safe. There's a punish. So she just has a grounded Tsurugi now? That's just like if she does a Tsurugi and put it on the ground, she's like the grounded Tsurugi, it seems like. Or is that an instant air Tsurugi? It looks like a grounded button. Even on health. Goes for the mix-up. Way too early, but it doesn't matter. Still ambiguous as fun.
What will happen now? Fight!
That's really stupid. That's really stupid. Like you could make the argument it's no more stupid than Denjin in general, except that he gets it for free, right? Denjin you have to save up for. You can't use meter or anything like that. Can you imagine if Ryu just got a free Denjin every round? He could just use EX wherever he wanted, and then he still gets Denjin. Yeah, Makoto looks so good in this game. Guys, as usual, if you guys enjoy, hang out, want to keep the channel online, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Vencabot. I stream for 40 hours a week every week. It's a lot, guys, it's a lot. 5 nights a week, 8 hours a night. I'm already sleepy, but we still have Paper Mario to come, yet to come. This stream is something that I take a lot of pride in, something that's really fun for me. It's something that, although it's exhausting, it's a lot more interesting than working a normal job. I don't make a whole lot of money doing it. Nowhere, I make, what, like 1/8 what I used to make working a minimum wage? That's crazy. That's crazy. Especially because I work, so much. But it's whatever. It's whatever. It's something that it's easily worth doing. You guys can help support it on Patreon through Twitch subs. Just by being here and hanging out. Come get in some games. A good bit of support channel for free. You can subscribe on YouTube for free if you guys want to. New video every single day on YouTube. It's a lot. It's every other day is Third Strike on YouTube. Every other day is something else. It's not Third Strike. It's usually like a long play or a short play or a special event. We're just wrapping up in our long plays. We're wrapping up Dead Space 2. Should be over by the end of October. And we're also just starting Metal Gear Solid 2 on YouTube. It's kind of cool. She's okay, not as scared. Definitely a wall when she wants to be.
This is it. The fight we will complete. Anything can happen. This could turn it all around.
Yeah, she seems hella nerfed from Third Strike. Good spacing there. Good block from Supasnoopa. Oh, wow. That was really weird. That's so stupid. It's pretty dumb in 4. Huh? This doesn't have the 100% kill. Look at her crazy scarves. They're so lightweight. Good night, Neon. Have a good sleep, homeboys. We're hanging out. Connor says here, Nino Kuni complete. Yeah, let's go, Connor. Let's go, dude. Nino Kunis, the first game complete, Dante. The first game. I gotta play the second game. Have a good night, Neon. This game's soundtrack, if it had Third Strike's soundtrack, would be so overpowered. Missed something there, I think. Oh, is that a punish? It was, that was a punish. Wow. So the little ground slap is a punish. Interesting. Let's watch one more here, guys. Call it a night. That is to say, if Herb and Supasnoopa are both down. No red focus. I think that was a punish on your Hayate, right? If I'm wrong. I think maybe somewhere else in the fight you missed red focus. He's got one on light. What is the input for red focus? I think it's the two middle buttons and one of the light buttons, right? I think. It's the last match of the night, guys. I'm gonna play some Paper Mario for this. It's gonna be lit. If it's not, I'm gonna cry.
East Asia, crowded downtown. Fists will fly at this location.
East Asia. And the other button, okay. He slaps them all, huh? Good game, cyclestev. Even though you can only get like... I think you got one whole game, I think? Actually, you asked why they added red focus. Was that me? Part of that was to nerf 4-button tech. So there's a 4-button tech in the previous version? So I just got one. Well, GG then. GG and a half. I don't know why that fan back there is so mesmerizing me. See that fan back? This background seems like the most detailed of any background. There's even birds flying on the clothesline back there. There's a bunch of clothes hanging, little kids running out. This background is fucking godlike. Now you blow 3 bars if you try it. Okay, so you have the 4-button tech, but if you fuck it up, you get red focus. Tech if they throw focus through an attack. Oh, okay, I see.
What will happen now? Fight!
That's with a button priority, right? This boy's haircut back there, dude. The bowl cut? Who's gonna punish? Oh my. Oh, whoa, cracked too early. And bad situation right now for Supasnoopa. He's in the corner, he got very low health. This guy's sitting on Ultra. Of course he is. It's 2-4. Everybody always has Ultra. What? 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 Oh. What? Somebody clip that? He just Blanca balled. And then the Hayate pushed him, but didn't actually hit him. Huh. Weird. Good games, gentlemen. I'm going to call it a night here and come back with some Paper Mario 1000 Year Door in a few minutes. I'll see you guys very shortly. Before I actually call it quits, still move on to Paper Mario, I want to give a special shout out to all the guys who help stream out financially speaking. If not for these guys helping out the stream in terms of keeping the lights on, I couldn't possibly stream like this.
Now you can legitimately say to these ladies, I know the
something I take a lot of pride in. I'm very, I enjoy it. It's exhausting, but it's much better than working any other job, in my opinion.
I have no idea.
Run this
I don't say it.
my little shoulder moves. Yo, my. Okay. Thank you to John Hernandez, my brother, Leslie Campbell, Your Salty Face, and Zanzu for being $15 tier patrons on Patreon. That's $15 a month or more. That's extremely generous. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Zanzu, for your incredibly generous contribution. That's insane. Thank you to Fearless Havels on Patreon, the $7 tier and above every month. That's Audrey Apples, Dick Sucker, Good Vibe City, Geefy Beefy, John Stowe, that's Herbderken, and Mutant XP. Thank you to the Shady Winners on Patreon. These are the guys that put in $3 a month or more. That's Angela Jones, Foul Mill, GK Lai, Juna Anon, Kyle Glass, Leon Madison, Max, Rebecca Jeter, Rufio Jones, and Toxic Vamp. And thank you to the young guys on Patreon at the $1 tier. This shit adds up quick. Benjamin J. Harkins, Brendan Williams, Dapper Don, Edward Kenneth Perez, I'm Joy Cruz, Kaiju aka Vin, and Kenfinite, as well as Rock Sepulveda. That's Rock Mountie. Thank you to our Black Knight on Twitch, Zanzu. It's kind of a drag that Twitch takes half of every sub. That means that Zanzu's $25 sub, which is so generous. It's $12.50 to the channel and $12.50 to Twitch. Thank you to N Cruz being a Fearless Havil with a $10 a month deal. That's $5 for the channel and $5 for Twitch. Thank you to N Cruz for your generosity. And to all of our shady winners who are the $5 subs and the Amazon Prime free sub, as well as the gift subs. Thank you to Ash Lethal, Stuffy Muffin, BD Fury, Ben Breezy, 93 Black, Bloody Angels, Caviez, Circus Cancer, Cyclestev, Dapper Dons, DEADASSitsMATTYB, Decoy Mandas, Dick Sucker, Eating Bitter, Faceless Spades, FPA Brian Axe, FPA Eddie, Garbage Jungle Style, Good Vibe City, Grimy Out, Herbderken, and Silo, It's Yo Q, Jape, I'm 1901, KG the Legend, Lesson Zero, Libertas Library, Locust 3S, Lovely Kittens, Low Drag, Low Tier Casual, Nathan Leon, Neon Riot 4, Knights Templar, Sarah, Phobos Steve, Rebecca, Rescue Ryan, Roadkill 3S, Sin Theory, Solo Dello, Sunny DFW, Task Force Spouse, Tech Plug, Tekken 3, Brian Laugh, The Shen, 3 Venge, Wars, and Yogurt Brain 3S. Thank you guys for your generosity. Thank you to Club Studio as well. The guys out that stream behind the scenes, more than just you know, helping out by watching and playing games, and even helping out on Patreon and Twitch subs. These guys that have done work for me for, you know, on YouTube, or they've co-hosted the show a bunch of times, or, you know, people like Mutant Kyo and K-Reich especially are the reason why I even play Third Strike in the first place. Thank you to Dicksucker as well, Good Vibe City, Neon Riot, Knights Templar, Overlord Steve, Task Force Faust, and Zanzu. What's up, J-Bomb? Speak of the devil, and no later shall he appear.